Okay, so you know how we've been like really digging into these large reasoning models.
LRMs, right?
Yeah, exactly, LRMs.
Yeah.
The AI that's basically, designed to think like us, breaking down these complex problems step by step.
Yeah.
Well, today's deep dive is going to like take that whole concept to a whole new level.
Hmm.
Like imagine an AI that not only solves problems but also, knows when it needs more information
Yeah.
and actually searches for it, like just like we do.
Wow.
That's what Search-o1 is all about.
It really is a game changer, I think. You see, LRMs are already amazing at tackling these really complex tasks,
Right.
but even they have their,
Of
limitations.
course.
Their knowledge is based on these like massive data sets they're trained on. But what happens when they hit a gap?
Yeah, what then?
That's where Search-o1 comes in. It's like giving these AI systems a direct line to, well, all the knowledge in the world, really.
So it's like giving an LRM its own like personal library card to
Yeah.
Google,
So
right?
exactly.
So if it's, working on a problem, gets stumped, it can actually go out and do its own research.
Exactly. Let's say an LRM is trying to crack a complex chemistry problem,
Okay.
and it comes across a term it just doesn't recognize.
Yeah.
In the past, that might have, thrown it off completely.
Uh-huh.
But with Search-o1, it can actually generate a search query like, what is trans-cinnamaldehyde?
Right.
And then pull up the relevant information from a scientific database or a research paper.
That's incredible. It's like the AI is, raising its hand in class and saying, hold on, I need to look this up before I can move on. But wouldn't just like dumping a whole bunch of information into the mix make things even more confusing for the LRM?
Well, that's where the real brilliance of Search-o1 comes in, I think. It's not just about, finding information.
Yeah.
It's about finding the right information
Okay.
and integrating it seamlessly into the LRM's thought process.
Okay. So how does it do that?
Well, Search-o1 has this two-pronged approach.
Okay.
The first part is what's called Agentic retrieval-augmented generation,
Right.
or RAG for short.
Hi, WAG. Okay.
Think of it like the search engine part of the system.
Okay.
This is what allows the LRM to, recognize when it needs more information,
Okay.
and then actually formulate a search query to find it.
So Ari is like giving the AI a smartphone with Google.
Yes.
When it stumbles upon something it doesn't know, it can quickly search for an explanation.
Precisely.
Yeah.
But just like we don't, you know, absorb everything we read online,
Of course not.
the AI needs a way to, like, filter the information it finds. That's where the second part of Search-o1 comes in,
Okay.
the Reason in Documents module.
So this module helps the AI kind of separate the wheat from the chaff, so to speak.
Exactly. It acts like a super efficient filter. It sifts through the retrieved information, pulls out the key facts and figures, and then weaves them, smoothly into the AI's existing chain of reasoning.
Right.
This ensures that the new information enhances the LRM's understanding without, disrupting its flow or leading it down a rabbit hole of irrelevant details.
That makes a lot of sense. It's not just about having access to information. It's about using that information effectively.
Yeah.
And keeping the reasoning process, coherent.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise, you run the risk of the AI getting, bogged down in irrelevant details, which could lead to like errors or faulty conclusions.
You hit the nail on the head. Remember, LRMs are they're designed to mimic human problem solving,
Right.
breaking down complex tasks into, these logical steps.
Yeah.
But each step builds on the one before it. So if there's a flaw in the foundation, the whole structure can become, well, shaky.
And that's where the problems of like overthinking and error propagation come in.
Right. Overthinking happens when an LRM gets stuck in a loop,
Oh, yeah.
generating an unnecessarily long chain of reasoning
Yeah.
because it doesn't have the right knowledge to, like, take a shortcut.
Okay.
And that, of course, increases the likelihood of, errors creeping in.
And once an error enters the picture, it can have a like domino effect, right?
Mhm.
Cascading through the rest of the reasoning process and potentially leading to completely wrong conclusions.
Exactly. So Search-o1 is designed to address these weaknesses by, providing a more solid foundation, filling in those knowledge gaps on the fly, and hopefully making LRMs even more accurate and reliable.
This is fascinating stuff. So how did the researchers actually put Search-o1 to the test? What kinds of challenges did they throw at it?
Well, they They really wanted to put Search-o1 through its paces.
Yeah.
So they designed a series of tests using some seriously challenging tasks. We're talking PhD level science questions,
Oh, wow.
the kind that would make most of us, break out in a cold sweat.
Oh, wow. Like questions about quantum mechanics or like advanced organic chemistry, the kind of stuff you'd expect to find on a like university final exam.
Exactly. They used a data set called GPQA, which is specifically designed to challenge experts in fields like physics, chemistry, and biology.
So this is really high level stuff, but it sounds like they didn't stop there. What other kinds of tests did they use?
You're right. They didn't stop there. They also had Search-o1 tackle problems from math competitions,
Oh,
like
wow.
the American Mathematics Competition,
Okay.
the AMC,
Yep.
and the American Invitational Mathematics Examination, the AME.
Those are some seriously hardcore math challenges. I remember trying those back in the day, and let's just say my brain went on a permanent vacation.
I think most of us can relate to that.
Yeah.
But Search-o1 seemed to handle the pressure pretty well, and to make things even more interesting, they even gave it some coding challenges
Oh, wow.
using problems from a data set called Live Code Bench, which is specifically designed to test an AI's ability to write, functional computer programs.
Wow. So we're talking about an AI that can understand complex scientific concepts, solve like intricate math problems, and even write computer code. That's a pretty impressive range of abilities.
It really is a testament to how far AI has come in such a short time. And remember, this is all thanks to Search-o1's ability to find and integrate information in real time, filling in those knowledge gaps as it goes along.
So it's not just relying on the information it was like initially trained on.
Right.
It can actually like learn and adapt,
Yeah,
expanding its knowledge base as it encounters, new challenges. That's incredible.
it is. But the real question is, how did it perform?
Right.
How did it stack up against, actual human experts?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Were the humans able to like hold their own,
Yeah.
or did the AI just blow them out of the water?
Well, the results were fascinating. In some areas, Search-o1 actually outperformed human experts.
Yeah, really?
For example, on the GPQA extended set, remember those PhD level science questions?
Yes.
Search-o1 achieved an overall score of 57.9%,
Okay.
exceeding the average scores of human experts in both physics and biology.
That's really impressive. So does this mean that AI is now officially smarter than humans in those fields? I mean, that's kind of a scary thought, isn't it?
It's definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
But it's important to remember that these tests are, designed to measure specific types of reasoning abilities,
Okay.
not overall intelligence.
Yeah.
So while Search-o1 might excel at, solving specific types of problems,
Yeah.
even better than some humans,
Uh-huh.
that doesn't necessarily mean it has a deeper understanding of the subject matter
Right.
than a human expert.
So it's more like the AI is really good at solving puzzles, even better than us in some cases. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean it's like ready to replace a scientist or a mathematician anytime soon.
Exactly. There's still a lot we don't know about how human intelligence works,
Oh, right.
let alone how to, replicate that in machines.
Right.
But the fact that AI can achieve these kinds of results is a huge leap forward.
No doubt about it. These impressive results point to a much bigger picture, don't they?
Yeah.
What does this kind of technology mean for the future of AI?
Well, for starters, I think it has huge implications for the trustworthiness
Yeah.
of AI.
Okay.
The more accurate and reliable LRMs become,
Yeah.
the more we can trust them with, complex tasks that have real-world consequences.
So we're talking about things like medical diagnoses, financial analysis, maybe even self-driving cars, tasks where the stakes are incredibly high and even like small errors can have, serious consequences.
Precisely. Search-o1 moves us closer to AI we can rely on
Yeah.
to make important decisions.
Right.
And it's not just about, accuracy. It's also about understanding how the AI arrived at its conclusion. With LRMs and Search-o1, we get a clearer picture of the reasoning process,
Right.
which makes it easier to identify,
Yeah.
potential flaws in the logic.
Right. That transparency is like key
Yeah.
for building trust in AI. If we can see how the AI is thinking, in quotes,
Yeah.
we're more likely to like accept its conclusions and feel comfortable, handing over those important decisions.
Absolutely. And here's where things get even more interesting. Search-o1 also opens up the possibility of AI becoming a true partner
Okay.
to humans,
Yeah.
working alongside us to solve problems and make discoveries in ways we can't even imagine yet.
I love that idea. Instead of seeing AI as a threat,
Yeah.
we can start to see it as a tool that can amplify our own abilities and help us, reach new heights.
Precisely. Search-o1's ability to find, integrate information makes this kind of collaboration a much more realistic possibility. We're no longer limited to AI that only knows what it was, trained on.
Yeah.
Now we have AI that can learn and adapt in real time,
Yeah.
expanding its knowledge base as it goes along.
This is truly mind-blowing. It sounds like we're on the cusp of a whole new era of AI.
I think so.
One where machines can work alongside humans as collaborators and partners instead of just, replacing us.
It really is an exciting time to be exploring this whole world of AI.
It is. Yeah.
And Search-o1 is a perfect example
Yeah.
of, how rapidly things are evolving. What we thought was impossible just a few years ago is now becoming a reality.
It is. But with all these advancements, there's a big question that keeps coming up for me.
Yeah.
Are we moving closer to AI that actually thinks like we do?
Yeah.
And if so, what does that mean for the future?
That's the question everyone's asking, isn't
It
it?
seems like it.
It's both exhilarating and a little bit, daunting to think about.
Yeah.
Search-o1 is a huge leap forward, but we're still in the early stages of this journey.
Right.
We've just started to scratch the surface of what AI might be, capable of.
It makes you wonder what the next breakthrough will be. And
Yeah.
while it's exciting to think about all the possibilities,
Yeah.
it's also a little, unnerving.
Sure.
I mean, what happens if we create AI that's smarter than us?
It's a
Well,
valid concern,
that's
and it's
valid.
why it's so crucial to have these conversations and explore the implications of this technology. We want to make sure that we're developing AI responsibly.
Yeah.
It's not just about creating machines that are, smarter than us.
Right.
It's about creating machines that can help us build a better future for everyone.
I think that's a great point. It's all about using this technology for good
Yeah.
and ensuring that it, benefits humanity as a whole.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a journey we need to take together, with open minds and a commitment to using AI for the betterment of society.
Well said. You've given us a lot to think about today.
I hope so.
And for those of you listening, if you wanna delve even deeper into this topic,
Yeah.
we'll provide links to the Search-o1 research papers and code on GitHub. It's all out there if you want to explore further.
Yeah, I encourage you to do so.
Yeah.
And remember, this is just one piece of the rapidly evolving AI landscape.
Absolutely.
Stay curious, keep learning, and who knows what amazing advancements we'll be discussing in our next deep dive.
Until then, keep those brains buzzing.
Yeah.
We'll catch you next time.